Hello, today we're flying business class with Virgin Australia, leaving from Charles Kingsford Smith Airport in Sydney, New South Wales to Hobart in Tasmania. We're on Virgin flight VA 1528 and travelling on board a Boeing 737-8. It's August 2024. We checked in online and after completing bag drop, we came straight through to the business class lounge. The Virgin Lounge has partial views over Terminal 2, and with the early morning flight, we were able to watch the dawn. The lounge has a business hub with table space and PowerPoints to charge devices. This hour of the morning, we had breakfast in the lounge with both hot and chilled options and barista-made coffee. If you're in a hurry, they'll make it for you in a takeaway cup. The bathrooms are clean, there's a shower available, and I love their scented Appel's soaps and lotions. The lounge exit feeds straight into Terminal 2 via an escalator. We were leaving from Gate 38 today, so there's a bit of a walk to reach the gate. Boarding for the flight happened through both the forward and rear doors. Business class was given priority boarding and boarded through the front via the air bridge. Here's my seat in 1A. Shortly after boarding, I was offered a juice or water to drink, which was served on the convenient pop-out drinks holder. Seat 1A offers plenty of legroom but has the downside of not having a place to store your bag under the seat in front, so it needs to be in the overhead locker for takeoff and landing. But there's a handy pouch where my headphones fitted, containing a safety card and paper bag. We departed on time, taking off to the south with views of Port Botany and a backdrop of the early morning clouds. Our route took us across Kurnell and down the New South Wales south coast. Once the seatbelt sign was turned off, staff were quick to offer tea or coffee. There was a selection of teas available and drinks were served with a white chocolate and macadamia gluten-free biscuit. After some bird's eye views of Shell Hobart and Jarvis Bay, our onboard meal of breakfast was served. I opted for a bacon frittata served with beans, and I appreciated the artful presentation. The frittata in particular was delicious. All meals were served with a slice of carrot and walnut cake, which added the perfect amount of sweetness. And I had a cheeky morning mimosa too. The business class seats are comfortable and spacious, with 2 on either side of the aisle and a total of 8 seats. The headrests are fully adjustable, moving up and down easily, and the sides of the headrest fold inward for extra head support if needed. My left armrest cleverly housed my table, released with a latch. It was a bifold style with horizontal movement to adjust in and out as needed. I quite liked the device holder, an additional adjustable flap built into the underside of the table. The seat back reclined, and I also made use of the foot supports for comfort while on board. My right armrest housed a storage space as well as a USB charging port and a universal power port. The charging port came in handy for power for the onboard entertainment. On Virgin, bring your own device and access the entertainment by joining the onboard Wi-Fi. Entertainment had a mix of old and newer offerings. Business class passengers can log into the Wi-Fi with their seat number for unlimited internet access. The bathrooms on the flight were clean and rather compact. Our descent into Hobart was foggy and wet. We actually made excellent time on the flight and arrived 20 minutes early. Hobart is Australia's southernmost airport, 17 kilometres northeast of the Hobart CBD. With the pure air blowing up from Antarctica, you really can tell the air is so fresh here from the moment you step off the plane. We deboarded using the front and rear doors again. A covered ramp was available at the front, but still required a walk across the tarmac to get to the terminal. I like the sculpture in the arrivals hall showing Tasmanian devils climbing over a luggage trolley. We made use of the cafe right next to the car rental pickup in the arrivals hall. From the airport, it's a 20-minute drive into the Hobart CBD, which includes a drive over the Tasman Bridge. While in Hobart, don't miss a visit to the waterfront with some stunning views and grand historical buildings. The city is overlooked by Kunyani, also known as Mount Wellington, which is definitely worth a trip to the top. Our return trip to Sydney gave us more time in Hobart Airport. Don't miss the Coal River Farm shop before you go through security, although there are a bunch of shops and food outlets within the terminal too. Notably, there is no Virgin Lounge at Hobart. Our return flight was Virgin VA 1537, again on the Boeing 737-8. We boarded through Gate 3, running a bit late. The trip was straightforward, taking a route directly over Canberra, but I can't resist sharing footage of landing at Sydney all lit up at night. From seat 1A and approaching the airport from the north, we had spectacular views of the Sydney Harbour Bridge and Opera House as we came in to land. Hobart was a great city with plenty of things to do. We will be back for a longer stay in the future, but for now, Safari and Gemma, travel well.